Welcome to a very special episode of the Dr. Phil House. I'm Dr. Philip C. McGraw. Today, we have a very special episode of the Dr. Phil House, probably one of the most disturbing that Dr. Phil's ever seen at this point in 10 years. Someone so vile, so despicable, so disgusting, almost the scum of the earth. And Dr. Phil doesn't normally pass on that kind of judgment, especially because I was homeless myself once too. Our guest today, from MSNBC political analyst Chris Matthews. Chris, thanks for letting Dr. Phil and the Dr. Phil staff come in and move into your house. I apologize for the smell and the stains of fecal matter everywhere. It's just my irritable bowel syndrome is so bad that sometimes I just can't control it. It's like I'm pooping out hot sauce. Well, Chris, I mean, that can be from a lot of different things, including stress. I mean, you're in a very highly stressful position that you're in. Dr. Phil, you don't understand. You have no idea what it's like to be on hardball, to be expected to be right all the time. I'm Chris Matthews, okay? People expect me to be the voice. They turn into MSNBC, which is the #1 rated cable television program, because they want to hear from Chris Matthews. Well, Chris, I understand you have a very stressful job that you have out there, but you gotta take it back just a little bit. You gotta see it from my angle. You gotta see it from the hardball angle. The thing is that I'm so hopped up on methamphetamine that I don't know what I'm saying most of the time, okay? I understand where you're coming from, Chris. You have to make bold predictions as part of your job. Dr. Phil, you don't understand, okay? I know I mentioned the fecal matter. I know I mentioned that I smoke methamphetamine, but you don't understand how much methamphetamine I smoke. I smoke methamphetamine like most people smoke cigarettes. I smoke methamphetamine like sleeping, okay? I go through ounces of methamphetamine every week. How do I stay so fat? I have no idea. It's probably some reverse effect of smoking so much methamphetamine. Well, Chris, I mean, I'm trying. Whoa. Dr. Phil, you don't understand. I don't have any toenails. I've ripped them all off. I've chewed my entire thumbs down until they're nubs. I have no nails whatsoever. Everything is glued on when I go on there. Chris, I think your problems might be too big to handle for Dr. Phil. Boy, I'm sure glad I didn't bring Robin. I'll tune in tomorrow. We'll be back in studio. Robin will be there as we have both Lowens, Lindsay and Dinah. They'll be talking about their most recent pornographic experience. It's tomorrow on the Dr. Phil show. You know, growing up in my generation, being born in the mid-'80s, we at least had the scrambled porn channel. And if you watched that scrambled porn channel just long enough, you were going to get to see just a little bit of something. Now, maybe just a little bit of nipple. That was if you were lucky. You know, my luck, you'd be watching it for 20 minutes. It would all be scrambled. You wouldn't be able to make anything out. And then, boom, you've got a man's hairy ass right there on your screen. That angle that they give you, I'll call it the Dennis Reynolds angle. I think if anybody watches Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Dennis Reynolds, the Dennis Reynolds character, every homemade porn video that he's made having sex with women is done in that angle. You know what I'm talking about? That angle. No. I mean, seriously, who wants to see a 250-pound woman buying a G-string? It's disgusting. I mean, how's your ass gonna get in that? Furthermore, I almost feel bad for the fabric having to not only go in there, but do the impossible thing of stretching. I mean, Christ, at this point, you're gonna have to start having NASA develop the thongs for the obese women in this nation. But before I tip over the board of pig man, sexist asshole, let me do that right now. I'm gonna get back to Rihanna in a second, but Gina Gerson, Chelsea lately, the other night. I don't know if anybody saw that, but Gina Gerson, you used to be hot. Right now, you're on the road to